Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're doing a quick install of Vortex Rearsets, and I'm going to give you the advantages of Rearsets and you decide if they're worth it for you. Inside the box you're going to find almost everything you need for the install, so before you start, make sure to read the instructions. Here's a quick rundown of the tools and supplies you're going to need to complete the install. You're going to need Allen wrenches, crescent wrenches, C-clip pliers, an optional rear stand or anything so you can make your bike stand upright. And also you're going to need red Loctite, brake fluid, cotter pins, and an optional brake pressure switch. In the kit there's also a different hose for the reservoir, for the brake reservoir here, because otherwise the brake reservoir doesn't sit in the right place. So that's something that needs to be taken into consideration. Make sure that you know how to bleed your brakes properly. Otherwise, just take it to a mechanic to have that done. If you have a rear stand, start by putting your bike upright. With the Allen wrenches, remove the 4 bolts on the rear set. Using a screwdriver with interchangeable tips makes it easier to break the bolts loose, but it's entirely optional. Remember to keep track of your bolts because you're going to be reusing some of these. Then remove the cotter pin that attaches it to the master cylinder. At this point you can simply unplug the brake switch from the harness itself. To make your brake lights work, you will need a pressure switch which is sold separately. Alright, so I made the brake side first, and again following all the instructions, and make sure to really look at those instructions because I had put this piece upside down. Another piece of advice is while you're installing, there it goes again, not focusing. When you're installing this piece here, the spring actually sits inside a hole that's on the inside of this little peg, and if you don't put it inside that hole, then it's really going to make it difficult for you to install this piece. So just something to be aware of. Make sure that you're looking in there because the diagram doesn't show that little hole, but it does have to go in there, so just make sure to look out for that. So I completed this side and I was able to adjust it all the way up because I am extremely short. I am 5'4", so I adjusted it all the way up, and I still don't feel like I had enough adjustability here. Maybe I need something else, maybe something specifically geared for midgets. I don't know. Okay, so I was doing the clutch side and I ran into some problems. So tomorrow, hopefully they're open, I'm gonna call Vortex and ask them why this is, because this is supposed to be countersunk in there, so this is supposed to fit inside, but it doesn't fit, and I feel like it's so much material that if I keep doing it, I'm gonna either break the part or hurt something, or I don't know. I just don't feel like it's the right thing to do, to just keep cranking it down to get it to fit. I think what I'm supposed to do is have it fit right. And I know it looks like it fits, but as you can see when I take this out, you can see like some of the material being taken off of here. So that's not good. And I'm going to talk to Vortex and see what's going on here. I tried cranking them down a little bit further, and it took a lot of that powder coating off. So hopefully they don't rust or anything. I don't know. Probably gonna have to fix that. What I ended up doing for this side is I talked to Vortex and they said no, it's probably because you don't have OEM hardware, and they wanted me to buy new hardware, and I don't live close enough to a Kawasaki OEM place. So what I did is I just kind of grinded these down with some sandpaper. I put them on a drill and just kind of reduce the overall diameter of that. It was very minimal, but it still took like 15-20 minutes to do, and that's kind of what I had to do. Okay, so the installation process on the shifter side is a lot easier, at least I think. You just got to remove the bolts from the original hardware, take that stuff off, take this out. These are 10 millimeters, so just back this one out, and then you can just take out the whole shifting linkage here, because Vortex gives you brand new ones. And then you can also rotate this one way or the other, so if you have shorter feet, then you would just basically put it on this side versus over here, and you know, whatever ends up being comfortable for you. So just test it out. They say to put red Loctite in here from the beginning, but you might want to, first try it out and then take it apart and then do it. But I just went ahead and did it anyway. So, but again, very very straightforward. Just follow the instructions, and then it's very simple. I put both of mine all the way to the very top because I'm extremely short, and even then, I don't feel that they gave me enough adjustability for how short I am and for what I thought was going to make me feel more comfortable. After investing money and time to put new rear sets, what are the advantages? Here's a list of things to consider. Number 1 is adjustability. It didn't work out so well for me, but I can see a benefit for taller riders that need more legroom to be more comfortable, especially on long rides, whether at the track or on the streets. Number 2 is going to be grip. The footrests are super aggressive and they make sure your footwear remains planted under high G loads during cornering, acceleration, or braking. Number 3 is going to be precision. Shift and brake feel is improved because the tight tolerances and the upgraded materials take away any unnecessary slack or play from the system. Number 4 is weight. As minuscule as the savings might be, it's still a benefit. Not a cost-effective benefit, but just a nice perk. The most cost-effective way to reduce weight is going to be to lose weight yourself. I know I could benefit from losing a few pounds myself, so I'm not body shaming anyone, I'm just stating a fact. Number 5, and this one comes with a big disclaimer because it's not advertised and I've not tested it myself, but I have heard that these rear sets, in the event of a crash, will break in strategic places to prevent tumbling of the bike, but will not completely ruin the entire rear set.